you guys are watching this, this is exactly where you're meant to be at this exact moment in divine perfection, because everything is all orchestrated for us in perfection and beautiful timing. So with everything going on in the world, guys, just take a step back. Take a step back and let's just refocus on the present moment. And today I'm super excited because I'm going to be talking with you guys about sound bowls and frequencies and what it's doing to the nervous system, how it's benefiting you. And I feel like a lot of you guys watching this, I don't know, maybe some of you guys don't even know what a sound bowl is, maybe you guys are practitioners, you do like a lot of sound healing, doesn't really matter. Take the information that digests. If you need to rewatch this, feel free. I have my light dog Sunny with me. He might come in and say hi, he's a sweetheart, and there he is in the back. Say hi, Sunny! Hello! Hello! So anyways, okay, so where do we want to start with all of this? So, crystal singing bowls. This is what they look like. They are not salad bowls. They are not hats. I mean, they probably could be a hat, but they are used to put your body into balance and harmony. Just like when you put on a song, it can change your mood right away. So this is exactly what these are doing. If you guys know about chakras, this is gonna be great for you. If you guys are not familiar with chakras, this might be a little bit more like, ooh, wrap your head around, read some books on it. Actually, hold on, I think there's a book I wanna show you guys. Let's see. This is one of my favorite books that I read with chakras and aura and our etheric field and our morphic and our energetic field. And however, Google's our best friend. You can always watch videos on individual chakras or whatnot. So that's there. You can take a screenshot of that or just message me. So, okay, so let's talk a little bit about the bowls. I'm sure you guys have maybe either had an experience with the bowls and you're not really sure what it's doing to you. Like someone will play a certain note and you'll have a reaction. Someone will play another note and it might disturb you. You might not like it, or I don't know, it just invokes different feelings in the body or in the memory or whatever. There's a reason for that. And each note, each bowl that I have here, I have all the 7 notes, and these are all tuned to 432 hertz. And the way that these are made is the crystal quartz are crushed, heated, and then they're put into a mold. So there's 3 different ways that determine the notes, which is going to be the size, obviously, the thickness, and then even the types of crystals infused will change the energetic vibration. These are all crystal quartz, so this is more of a neutral vibration. There are bowls that I've seen that have different gemstones infused, like rose quartz or amethyst, malachite, black tourmaline, you know, I mean, it all goes on and on. You guys can look up the metaphysical properties of different crystals and the healing effects that they do, because they will change the energetic correspondence to how your body reacts. So let's do the C note first. So C note, that lies right where the pubic bone is. And I brought my notes with me so I can be a little bit more specific. And root chakra governs our safety, our security, and our stability. So a lot of root chakra stuff happening now in the earth. Like everyone's like, oh my God, fear, I don't have toilet paper, no. Which is, you know, it's fine. Different levels of consciousness, it's all, we love you. You can go, we'll bless you with an abundance of toilet paper. How about that? So, root chakra for physical governs our genitals. So for men, it's like the penis, the testes. Women, it's the vagina, the clitoris, and birth passage. It does your legs, your feet, the base of the spine. So those are all the physical for the root chakra. So if someone came to me and they were saying, oh my God, I lost my job, my boyfriend, my girlfriend broke up with me, my finances are crap, that might manifest into like a lower back pain. Maybe you get like a sharp pain in your butt. I mean, that's happened. Let's all be real here. I would definitely take a C notes and go out in nature, get right into the ground by a tree, and I would play this bowl. Like that would totally connect me to my root. Otherwise, just take some LSD, you'll be fine. So So that's about our survival. So basics is our survival. All right, so our second note is a D note. So, okay, let me stand up actually. I probably should explain this. If you guys are confused, like how the chakras work, think of, how can I say it? Like, think of the notes, right? So C, so D, E, F, G, A, B. Those are the 7. So we go C for root, D for sacral, E for solar plexus, F for heart, G for throat, A for third eye, B for crown. And then you can sing the alphabet. You can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's a good way to remember. So that's how I remembered those mnemonic devices. Let's do D next. Haha, this has been one of my favorite ones. That's about our willpower, our confidence, our empowerment. What else? It governs our kidneys, our liver, our adrenals, our pancreas, our spleen, our diaphragm, our stomach, our gallbladder, and a lower thoracic vertebrae, or the rib cage. So, I don't know what that is, but that's, thank God we can Google that. We can look that up. So those are the physical for the E note for solar plexus. It's about for mental and emotional. It's about how we digest things, how we process information. So I had one guy, I'll tell you, this is kind of funny, but like I had to really think on my feet quick, because I had one guy who came up to me when I was doing my demonstrations for sound bowls and explaining, and he goes, "Is there a way to make my wife smarter?" And there's probably maybe about 15 people around me, and I'm like, "Oh, are you freaking kidding me? This guy's asking me this question. Are you serious?" But then I said, okay, I stepped back and I said, there's an answer for everything. And so I said solar plexus, because it doesn't mean you're stupid. I mean, you might have a decalcified pineal, but it's okay. That's programming. It's okay. We can decalcify it. That'll be more for B note or A note. But so I said, yeah, probably E note, because that's about how we digest and process the information we're receiving, and how we get different, how we maybe present our information, because some people may have a low self-esteem. They might be really smart, but afraid to speak their truth, which is kind of what the G note too, as I'm pointing to it. But it's about our willpower. It's about our willpower. It's a very yang kind of energy, I feel, with the solar plexus. Like solar, like the sun, right? So, and it's our life force energy. It's our chi energy. Oh. Yeah, so this is how I want to be seen. That's the, yeah, so, all right, so let's move on. Oh, okay, let's do hearts. Where'd my stick go? Okay. Yeah, and so by the way, I'm actually on my flower of life, so it's really good. It's fun. Everyone should get a sacred geometry rug. It's good. Okay, so we did root, sacral, solar, heart. Here's my heart. Oh, I feel this one today. Okay. So F note is our heart. It's our emotions. It governs our thymus, our lungs, our upper thoracic vertebrae, and ribs, our shoulders, our arms, our breasts, and so women, a lot of times when we get cancer, like in the old paradigms, it formulates in the breast, like breast cancer or ovarian cancer. For men, it's prostate, because breast is about nurturing. It's like milk, right? So it's like we're giving life to other life, but it's also when we don't give life to ourselves, then it can manifest into the breast cancer, because it's about the nurturing, the self-nurturing, and same thing with the ovarian. So everything that's physical is stemmed from something emotional, a limited belief, a program that's not in service to your highest truth and your alignment. And it's kind of like a virus gets in and fucks up your thoughts, excuse my French, but then it starts manifesting in the body. So having that awareness is really key, because when you have that awareness that everything's connected, you can be your own healer, okay? So yeah, it's about emotion, guys. And it's interesting because I was playing that bowl, I just started tuning into the collective energy, and it's a lot of grief that I've been feeling, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have been feeling the energy of grief too, because it's about ending an old way of life and bringing forth a new way of life, that death and rebirth. And so just like a relationship, right? You might break up or someone breaks up with you, and it's like you have to grieve, allow yourself to grieve that loss and allow yourself to let go, allow yourself to understand that it's a transition and it's a lesson, and move and detach and just move on with love. And it's like shedding that layer of that old self, and there's a lot of connection with that layer that you two have been through together within yourself, within other people. Other people are still yourself. It's still your own reflection. And you're saying goodbye to that aspect because now you're moving on. You're ascending. And I feel like Sailor Moon, moon power. Oh goodness, I'm a dork, but I love it. Okay, so grief, anxiety, PTSD, trauma. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that would be good for the F note for the heart. Okay, so next one is our throat. So, all right, this one's a very important one for all of you guys who came into this earth to start the new paradigm and who are indigos and rainbows and crystals. Speak your truth, baby. Just speak your truth. Just speak and sing it and sing your song, because a lot of us have been suppressed in the old ways, in the old paradigm, and been told this is not what you're supposed to feel, this is not what you're supposed to say, this is not how you're supposed to look, and you must conform. And we listen because it's like a survival. We don't know better. We think that older people know things, and they kind of don't. But it's okay. We love you. We're all learning in progress. But it's a lot of fear too. Like, and it's about being loved, being accepted. Those like primal human needs. And so we conform, and we may shut down our abilities and our talents and our God-given gifts. That is really here to be claimed. It's our birthright to utilize all this. And we got to speak our truth, guys. Whether if you're here to be a speaker or just here to be more of an observer, I mean, you're gonna find your own rhythm and where you want to, flow. For me, I used to be very. I forgot who I was talking to. Someone, maybe multiple people. The downloads come, and then I was saying that as a kid, I would always get throat problems, like a lot of throat issues, because, and then it would manifest into anger. So I would listen to music, because I would listen to music and say, wow, these people understand how I'm feeling, but I just don't know how to vocalize it. Or I don't know why I'm feeling what I'm feeling, because sometimes you're feeling collective energy, you're picking up energy from other people. And so you need to make sure that you're always cleansing and clearing yourself, not like OCD type, but just make sure that you're honoring your body, your self-care, because we're here to do really important work. And if you're not taking care and loving yourself, and not being a pure vessel, then it's gonna affect the interactions that you have with others. So yeah, sage, you can do the bowls. I mean, there's so many ways. Breath work, affirmations, music, dance. There's so much you can do. Making weird noises, like, how we were kids, we used to make weird noises, like that's another way you can do. You just be like, woo! So this is the throat. So this is more advanced, but I'll tell you guys, for those that are a little bit more familiar with chakras and energy work. The throat chakra has the 7 main gates of the other energy centers. So if you actually start rubbing like different areas of your throat, you might be like, ooh, that one was a little sore. I felt something a little tender there. Well, okay, so we have the gates. We have the 7 chakras, right? So crown is going to be right in the middle, and then we have on the right side. So we have root chakra. Then you move over like an inch. You have solar plexus chakra, and then you move over again, and that's throat chakra. So those are more of the yang. chakras. The let's go on, do things, woo! And then on the other side, the left side is our yin. So you have, so we're starting from 7, the crown. Then you move over. That's sacral. So that would be the D note. Then you have heart, which is the F note, and then move over again. And then you have the third eye, the A note, which is going to be there. So just kind of feel into that. And that's a great way to understand. And when you guys get really familiar with everything, like from an energy perspective, an energy medicine perspective, when I get clients, I'll listen, because a lot of times the throat is going to vocalize which chakra needs some loving, and that's what we do. Okay, so the next one, we got 2 more left, is our A note for third eye. That one can get me out of my body, so that'll be good. Ground with C, or get a good grounded man. So that governs our eyes, governs our ears, our auditory system, our nose, our pituitary, our hypothalamus, our forebrain, our skull. Also works with allergies. I've had people who've come and had sinus issues, and I would play this and they would have an immediate effect for them, which is great. For mental and emotional, it's about our intuition. Woo! It's about our psychic abilities. It's about our clairaudience, or clairsentience, or clairvoyance, or whatever, our clair-whatevers. And of course we have the 5 senses, but the psychic abilities are taking those to a different level. So like for me, my clairaudience, like I can hear spirit, but it's really my higher self, and it's just listening to those intuition. A clairvoyance is like clear seeing, so some people will see auras or spirits. And those of you who kind of are not seeing that yet, don't worry, like it's okay, because like it's kind of like we don't want to shock the nervous system either, because as we're going up in frequency, those abilities will come up, but a lot of times we have to work with the lower density, the lower forms, and that's always in layers, and it's a never-ending journey, which is kind of great because then it keeps life exciting. The last one is B for our crown. That governs the top of the brain, the fontanelle, that's like our soft spot, I hope I said that right, and then different parts of the skulls, or the skull. Haha, I said skulls, like we have like different heads. Okay, so crown is about oneness, it's about non-detachment, it's about compassion, it's about self-love and loving others and seeing yourself in others and understanding that this plane of duality is all one and the same, that we came here to experience duality, and that even though like it's kind of funny because like even though all this like stuff with the occult and the satanic, all that crap with the politics and government is coming up with the coronists and Bill Gates, like on a soul level, I think we all know like that's kind of messed up, dude. Like I don't want to, inject disinfectant, and like, obviously it's like really, like how stupid does our government think we are? But anyways, that's okay. It's seeing beyond the veil, guys. It's seeing beyond the illusion and realizing that love is the most powerful thing, because fear is the opposite of love. And a lot of these these people that are in the satanic, I call it the service to self beings. It's like a war, right? Like yin and yang, light and dark, but they're all aspects of us, and we get to choose through free will where we want to go. However, telling you this now, Mother Earth's kind of moving up. She's moving up, and anything that's of lower vibration is getting pulled to the surface. So that's why we're all having like these awakenings. And part of the awakening, like people think that the awakenings is love and light, and that's true. But you have to first go through the process of destruction, and like I see the death card and the tower card coming up, right? It's like that destruction of the old beliefs and the illusions, and the rebirth into the new self, into the crystalline self, into the higher heart, the Christ self. So it's okay and it's normal to go through the, like I did it, like the colds, listening a lot to David Icke and all these people like London Real. If you guys aren't listening to London Real, they're starting to interview like all the people like Alex Jones and all these people that were like the conspiracy theorists, but they understood what was going on behind the scenes, and unfortunately the mainstream media covers up a lot of it, and it's all programs. And so you guys can do your own research on that. Like, feel free. I actually encourage you to do your own research, because I think in the old paradigm, a lot of people, it's like kind of like, here's a book, read this, that's the truth, the end, and don't question it. But we're getting smarter, I would hope, as a human civilization, and so we're going to use our discernment, and we're going to become synthesizers, where we're going to be taking all this information and taking the golden threads of information that resonates with us and seeing those synchronicities, and then following our heart, following what we know already to be true within us, but we can see it manifested as reality in our physicality. So I think it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna spray some rose water. Rose water is really good too, guys. If you get like this, I got the Minus Sprouts, but it's just pure rose water, and it's just really great to lift the energy and the vibration. So what else do I want to say about 7th chakra? So sometimes people say they have like a cloudy mind. So you can do like, that's usually because of the pineal gland is decalcified, and think of our pineal gland as like the eye of Horus. That's like the divine knowledge. That's like where we connect to source and the unified field, or as Magenta Pixie says, the 0 point. That's where we connect to all that is in no space and no time, with nothing and no one, and it's fun. And that's kind of like when just for those, I don't know, I'm speaking to who knows who's listening, but death is really a great thing. Death should be celebrated, and death has been celebrated in many cultures. And as indigos, or perhaps people coming into this world, I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again, like the thoughts that you have, depression, all those things, like depression usually resides from repressed emotion. So, and a lot of times when you got to be able to express yourself, whether it's through art, through creativity, through music. Do that, it's healthy. Children, I think it would be so much better if we had our school systems are educating our kids on energy, on sound, on our intuition, just how it all connects, the mind, body, spirit. And I pray and I hope that, and I know that there are other light beings whose sole mission is to work in certain fields, whether it's politics, our education system, our healthcare, and just be, this is a really great time for all of us to be introspective and take another look at things. But if you're feeling that you want to go and create and get into that mode, go for it. There's no right or wrong, guys. Life is coming from us and from our own frequency. And whenever we're like a radio station, so whatever we're vibrating, it's what we're going to draw in. And the more you know yourself, the more you get to know yourself, the more you see it and it reflected in others, in your counterparts. So for people that do trigger you, understand that there is the higher self, and then there is the egoic, the personality self. So use your discernment when you're listening and hearing the voice of people. Usually the negative people, they're there for a reason. They're there to trigger you for a reason. And if you can see beyond that, there's an inner peace. Because it's kind of funny, I sometimes I see comments and I go, they don't even know me. Why am I going to let that bug me? So you become a warrior. Get your warrior, your spiritual armor on, and just you can do it by envisioning. What do I call it? What's that thing? The Merkaba, or a pyramid with like golden lights, and think about gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate form of protection. And I don't even like to use that word, but just like it deflects any negative yuckies. And taking time for yourself to be in your own space, but also being with others. It's striking balance. And so anyways, that's that. I guess that's, how long was this? 30 minutes. So if you guys have any specific questions, with anything, let me know. Eventually, I probably should get a YouTube. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out because me with technology can be. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I also do remote sessions. I do light language. I do Reiki. I'm not sure about sound bowls though. Distance-wise, I don't know how the sound's gonna pick up on here, so we'll just see. This is more for like information for you guys. And yeah, if you guys, just feel free to reach out. And we're all in this together. Don't feel like you're alone. Take time to just integrate what you need to integrate and process what you need to process. And pay attention to your relationships too, because a lot of the relationships coming up are going to be reflections for you to clear out. Yeah, it's very powerful. And have fun, guys. Don't forget to have fun. This is all a game. And when you realize this is all a game, you can just have fun. You can just be the creator of your own reality, and easy come, easy go. And we honor all of you guys. I guess my guides are coming through these, and we honor all of you for being here at this time and partaking in this transition and this transformation. And to do not doubt yourself and keep going, and find people, manifest people in your reality that will be there for you to lift you up and support you and fuel you. And then also, so you have those people, but then also know that you're gonna have to do your work too, that you came here to do as a spiritual being. And that's gonna be different for so many people. So the hints is to follow your passion and see where it unfolds. And much love to you guys, and blessings always. Okay, bye-bye.